Now let me talk my shit. Ain't no more free my nigga. They let him out that bitch. Time to give him real music. They too used to counterfeit. Well, let me introduce my nigga.
I
send this out to my
childhood role model. Hello, world. Welcome to the first edition of Honest Talk with Calvin Ricks. On today's show, I'll be interviewing a man who has been on death row for over 28 years. Arrested in 1995 and sentenced to death for murder in Baton Rouge. His life may be coming to an end. But before that happens, we have him here today to tell his story. I want you to listen to this interview and pay close attention. My friend, Todd Wessinger.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
This is a call from an offender at a Louisiana Department of Corrections facility.
This is Todd Wessinger who I'm talking to. This is my dear friend of mine. We went to high school together, and we go way back. It's like a brother of mine, bro. And you know that, right, Todd? I love you, bro.
Oh, yes, indeed, man. And the love is mutual, man. From day one, you've been day one, so ain't nothing changed to that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Ain't nothing up there. We both hit obstacles along the way, bro. Lost contact, but it's still 100.
So, Todd, tell me, man, how long you actually been down, bro?
Man, that's going that was 28 and a half, not Cal.
28 and a half?
Yeah, 28 and a half years, bro.
And you currently on what? Where you at?
I'm still on death row right now. Yeah, I'm still on death row. I got the death penalty taken off of me with a new trial in the sentencing phase at the end of 2022. A federal judge that gave me a new trial in the penalty phase, and that's just the phase of the trial where you get the sentence overturned to a life sentence, continue to hold on to the death sentence.
So they denied the death, they denied the clemencies, but they changed it.
No, it hasn't been changed. It's pending. The only thing, well, really, I have to go back to the 19th to just the district court. It's just like starting the whole trial over. I have to get a jury selected and everything and go before the judge to get the penalty phase trial. But it's still in the federal court because it got the state appeals it. Obviously, they wasn't too pleased when the judge had overturned it from a death sentence to a new trial. So they appealed it. And, so right now it's still pending before the federal district judge.
That's good, man. I'm praying for you, bro. And hope you make it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate the prayers, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. For real, bro. But other than that, man, tell me what you do, man. I mean, how's your your religious? What you doing in there?
Man, the most thing I've been doing for over the years in here, bro, is really spiritual growth. And because we've been on lockdown in cell blocks up until 2017, and they changed. Yeah, they changed it. Yeah, that's when they changed it. And in 2017, we started coming out, everybody on the chill together, with 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours at noon, and we go back in the cells throughout the day. But in 2019, where the new warden came in, and the new warden, he went on and extended our time from 7 in the morning until 9 at night. So throughout the day, man, we right now we get to mostly interact with other dudes that we normally did, because it was only one man coming out the field at a time.
Right.
Yeah, so right now we out, we get to go out on the rec yard and stuff in the morning, get a little exercise in.
And that's just that time alone is important to y'all. You know what I'm saying? To catch that extra hour or 2 hours of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot to y'all.
Oh, yeah, and the air, something like, you'll be surprised, man, the little things that people take for granted on a daily life, bro.
Right.
Like he was saying, looking up at night and seeing the moon and the stars means a lot at this point.
Come on, man.
And the only time I see the moon is in the morning when I go out, which, that's part of the sentence, but that's just being incarcerated, so. Yeah.
Hey, Todd, what's happening? It's Frog.
What up, Frog?
Hey, Todd, I want to ask you something. How many people back there with you on death row that you knew growing up? Because the reason I ask that is because I know a few of y'all back there, and I barely escaped that shit my fucking self, bro. So I don't knock none of y'all or hate none of y'all back there, but how many of them back there? Did you know any of them back there young?
Yeah, I know a couple of them. Went to school with one, and I don't know if it's cool to say their name, but anyway, you know, Big Tate, Antoine Tate, me and them man went to Northdale together after I left Lehigh.
Yeah, Antoine Tate.
And
I remember.
yeah, that big Antoine off the lake.
Right.
And I knew him. Got a dude named Boo. He off the lake. They call him Little Boo. Before he got incarcerated, he used to jump the fence and cut the graveyard to help my daddy because we knew him from cutting grass back in the day. It was a Jewish graveyard on the lake. He used to come back there and hustle and work with my daddy. And I knew him from the street. And Broadway back here, Henri Broadway. And I knew Broadway, dude named Big Head, he gone, named Chevy Williams, but he got off the death row. And Broomfield, he got off the death row. Kevin Broomfield.
Yeah.
I knew him.
But ain't Broadway still on death row?
Yeah, Broadway still back there, Henri. Yeah, Henri, Broadway.
They was on the same charge, wasn't?
Yeah, they was on the same charge. They was
Okay.
on the same charge. Yeah, so he got off. And
the
the other dudes.
What you say, Wesley?
No, I was finna tell you that they didn't have too many dudes from out the south side of Baton Rouge. Well, really none back here on death row. Everybody was from North Baton Rouge, with the exception of myself. Man, I was the only one from that
And
side
look,
of town.
and even out here right now, no matter, even right now, bro, North Baton Rouge still vicious. You know, they talk about South Baton Rouge, but North Baton, that's a vicious motherfucker, boy, on all levels.
Well, I think it's bigger than South Baton Rouge. You know, it's too many different neighborhoods.
Yeah, if you look.
Yeah,
the demographics of it, it's bigger.
Yeah, it is. And,
Yeah.
And every area, man, they doing it. I'm talking about it's violence, bro. You know, crime is high, bro. You know, all those from Chippewa, you know. I mean, you know, when you left, it wasn't, man, nearly like it is now. Say, bro, it got so much killing going on out here now. Bro,
Man, I see it.
yeah, I know you probably read the papers, but
I read the paper, watch the news, and talk to family members and see, you know, and the whole mindset on, you know, a lot of times we blame it on the younger generation, young folks crazy, but man, some of the young folks just need love, and even though I knew, you know, that younger generation do have a different mindset, they believe out different set of rules, so, yeah, I see what's going on out there.
yeah. So I mean, if you could rectify the situation, if you could be able to tell a young man something right now, you know, to try to help him, you know, he out there banging whatever, you know, what would you tell a young man like that?
Man, I tell him to take the same skill set he got, but what he using in the street, man, and put it towards starting his own business and stuff, man. But this dude hustle, I can't knock the dude trying to feed his family or, you know, put faith in his pocket or whatever he out there. His means out there, but man, you can tell him to take it and put it in positive energy, bro. And it's easier said than done, bro. But you know, if there's a group of 10 of them, maybe I can talk to 2 of them and reach them in a real way. And, you know, the other 8 might say, man, I don't want to get that. The old niggas don't know what he's talking about. But, you know, for the most part, bro, just tell them real stuff, man. You have people be born with different gifts and skills. That whatever you do, that man, stick to it, you know. Don't try to ride the status quo. Don't try to be nobody else and do what's popular at the time, man. Just do what you feel going to benefit you and your family. Be true to it. In the end, it's going to pay off. And the reason I say that, bro, because it's just like before I come to prison, you know, my dad had a lawn service, and me and my brothers came up doing that. But I was the one that chose to take to the street. And, man, over the years of my incarceration, my brother stayed down doing lawn service there, and he pretty much helped raise my kids and stuff while I'm in prison and took care of his family. So he ain't do no more than just do the lawn service, man. He living with him. So, yeah.
Let me ask you this, man. I know the people probably want to hear, you know, that day, man. What happened, man? I mean, you know, if you'd like to rely on that, you know, tell me what happened, you know.
Man, just bad choices, wrong decision, wrong lifestyle, bro. And you know, to be honest with you, bro, when you live with a low self-esteem or inferior complex in your mind, And most of us as men and young men try to deny it as a son and say we don't think it's going to be made. Reality of it, bro. That's certain things, bro. Mine was a drug habit at the time, bro. And I tried to cover it up, to try to uphold the image and portray a certain image and stuff. Like I wasn't hurting from that, even though I had family members and people coming to me that loved me and was telling me, man, it was something clean, but I couldn't, bro. And so it caused me to make my own decisions, wrong choice, the bad decisions that ultimately got me. And
This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
This is a call from an offender at a Louisiana Department of Corrections facility.
go ahead.
We was running probably the same neck and neck, and I done saw, I was seeing you out there at the time,
Right.
when that happened, I was out there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
so
right.
you was good with hiding it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I never thought
Yeah.
you was, on drugs and whatnot.
Oh yeah, I hid it from everybody, but from everybody but my, the one I really hid it from was myself. Bro. I was fooling nobody but myself, man.
So you think
And,
that drugs made you had a bad decision on that day, on that terrible day?
Yeah, like most people say, the devil made me do it, man. But you can't blame nothing on the devil when you make bad choices. The devil ain't got no power. So, man, it was choices I made, bro. And before I had was in Baton Rouge at the time, my dad had died. I don't know if you remember. I had moved away from Baton Rouge in '91 and moved to Dallas.
Right.
When my dad died, I had went to Dallas, Texas, bro. And, I was living well, doing working jobs, just regular 9 to 5, night jobs, or whatever it took. And being away from home, I didn't want to get back in the street. However, when I came back after my dad died, my intention was to help my mama and my sister who got cerebral palsy. She was in a wheelchair. But everything that I walked away from was waiting right there 10 times stronger for me, bro. And I easily got lured back into it. And so, the faith, when the spirits leave you, man, they come back 7 times strong with 7 spirits more weak. And I promise, bro. Everything that was waiting for me when I came back, man, it was more weak than it was the first time. And so I caved into it, bro.
Right. So, Todd, as far as the victim, their family members, I don't know if you ever talked to them or maybe in court
no,
did
I
you
ain't.
talk to them, never talked to them. Okay, if you wanted to say something to them, what would you say?
Oh, man. I made my attempts, through the court and through attorneys and stuff like that. But there's a lot I want to say to them. If I wanted to say it to them, bro, I would much rather say it to them rather than put it out there like that, It's in a respectful way, but all respect to your question, all due respect. I ain't shunning away from it, but at the same time, so like I said, being a father, man, I'm quite sure if somebody was to do anything to one of my children like that, I would understand why the victims feel the way they do towards me, However, that's old me, the person who the media and everybody portrayed me to be. Man, I'm so far removed from that person this week, So, man, then the person that I described to you, even at that time, man.
I could tell.
And
I could tell. I hear it,
And that's only to put the glory of God, but that ain't just give myself a little big little pat on the back or nothing. I'll say that from the most humblest perspective as I can, bro, man. God did work in my life, bro. And unless the person really, been transformed, you couldn't understand it. But throughout the years, they say prison changed people, man. Prison don't change somebody unless you want to change. But it's very things that you got to do and apply yourself to. It can make you worse. It can make you bitter. And, it can make you better if you choose to make it out of that. And when I first came here and heard the cell doors slam, a lot of stuff my dad used to tell me when I was growing up, man, the words came back to me, bro. And, I didn't want to hear it then when I was young, man, but that very night when I first came on there, all the words came rushing to me. So I made my mind then, man, I got to change.